This video is sponsored by marketplace.tf. Check out the link down in the description below if you want to be able to sell any of your extra Team Fortress 2 items for real-world PayPal cash. It is very simple to be able to use this website, and to be completely honest, I use it all the time. Check out the link down below to be able to start listing your own extra Team Fortress 2 items, or to be able to buy your own Team Fortress 2 items at a cheaper cost than the Steam Marketplace for real-world money. It's very simple, it's very easy, and thank you very much for marketplace.tf for sponsoring this video, and hopefully they sponsor again in the future. Something drastic has changed at Valve. It has become known internally that they no longer have the kind of pull with other developers as they used to. With the help of hindsight, it's easy to see exactly what happened. For example, with Dota Studios and Auto Chess. For those unaware, Dota 2 has an ability to house custom, community-made game modes within its client, and one such game mode exploded in popularity early this year. Auto Chess was created by a group of developers calling themselves Dota Studios. Valve, aware of the popularity and fans of the game themselves, did what they always do: invite the creators to their studio and offer the entire team a job making their stuff at Valve. There have been so few times where this resulted in a disagreement that I am personally unaware of any. However, this time, they had no interest in working with Valve and instead chose to work with Tencent, a Chinese media mega corporation that owns a large share in Epic Mega Games. As many have learned, the official Auto Chess is coming exclusively to the Epic Games Store, and Valve was left in the dust by Drodo. No longer can the promise of working with Valve alone bring talented creators. With a lackluster track record over the last decade, coupled with its fits and starts the company has gone through over the last few years in an attempt to grow with the times, it's clear that the company is no longer positioned as the heavily principled, well-regarded group of creators anymore. A fact most in the public have been aware of for years, but likely something they were completely unaware of until now. In order to compete in an ever-changing gaming landscape, Valve is placing value on shipping content overall, and in recent months, that fact has become well apparent. In the last month alone, Valve has shipped their VR headset, the Index, major updates to CSGO, Dota 2, Steam VR, have a huge overhaul to Steam, and obviously shipped Underlords to both PC and mobile in only a few months. And they've pushed out an update a day for over a week straight, and that streak is ongoing. Artifact, although a failure in most aspects, was one of the most informative experiences that Valve has been through in a long time, owing much of its information to the sheer amount of mouthpieces feeding that information, an amount Valve hasn't had to deal with in years, and an amount only shipping can create. So it's with this in the back of our minds that we turn our attention to Team Fortress 2, a nearly 12-year-old game that started its development life in 1998, before many of you watching were even born. Valve has been able to foster a community large enough to reach the top 10 of Steam for its entire life, and now this fan base has become impatient. There has been a distinct lack of shipped content for the game for a year and a half, and most, including myself, have feared the game to be forgotten in the face of VR and auto battlers. But it doesn't seem to be the case. On the evening of the 21st of June, the Team Fortress 2 item and matchmaking servers were taken offline twice for a short period of time. This was announced as a standard maintenance procedure, but consistent maintenance for this game has not been seen for a long while. When the server came back, it became clear what happened. SteamDB had picked up an update to the game coordinator, adding new track statistics to the official server side of the game. TF2 now tracks your victories, numbers of matches, and amount of times you've scored over 10 points in man-up, casual, and competitive game modes on all official servers. Going back in time a ways, it's been known since before Jungle Inferno that Valve has had issues with matchmaking. Since the removal of quick play within the Meet Your Match update in the summer of 2016, community server usage has been at an all-time low and continues to decrease, as most players queue up to official servers, and some may not even know how to operate the server browser that was built back in 2003. It has been confirmed multiple times that the team has been working on fixing this issue, not by wholly returning to quick play, but instead by redesigning the community server browser, giving it more attention on the UI, and incorporating top community servers within their own matchmaking systems. This was known back in 2017, but it didn't ship with Jungle Inferno, so it wasn't ready. With these new track statistics, I'd speculate that they're working on this system still, and incorporating new stats to track. Also, people have been getting a lot of tours of Valve lately. From some of these tours, numbers of people working on Team Fortress have always been thrown around, most recently 10. Now, as I've discussed in a previous video, that isn't how things work. The number of people on a team is fluid and changes from day to day, but only a few days ago, it was 10. We also know that community contributors have been getting tours, or at least have been invited to the offices in the last week or so, and coinciding with these visits is a new rumor that's spread around a lot. July. I've heard from countless people that the estimate is July for something. Exactly what it is up in the air, as the details are sporadic. When Jungle Inferno was being worked on, it too was planned for July, but complications pushed it back to October. So this may be a similar situation. What needs to be stressed is that the team has an idea, they likely have a theme, and that information is spreading somehow. Now, I have hinted towards having more news for Team Fortress in my last report, and this isn't it. This came to light since the publication of that last report. What I was referring to was a 17-page interview with Valve that I have been deconstructing for this report. That specific report is still being organized. However, one major point from it should be stressed. Most of the time, not even the Team Fortress team knows if or when the next Team Fortress update will release. This July estimation shows that ideas have been created, met, and true work is being done in order to ship as much as possible, as most of Valve is currently prioritizing. So let's discuss this update then, because I've heard a few things, none of it is confirmed. First, it's not the heavy update. Second, it may have parts that draw influence from the style of vanilla TF2 from 07 or 08. Third, and most importantly, it may have something to do with space. Out of all of the information I gathered for this report, this was, unfortunately, the most interesting bit that could not be verified, and I will leave it at that. I'd like to mention that Facepunch has been shut down. Gary Newman, the creator of Gary's Mod, and Facepunch as a development company, has shut down the forums, and they're gone forever. This is an incredibly sad moment. The Facepunch forums were the premier place to discuss Team Fortress 2. And I'm not entirely sure why Gary wanted to shut down the servers in the first place. I love that website, and it was a huge loss for the community. Facepunch veterans have instead opened their own website called Knockout, and it serves the same purpose and operates almost identically. If you want to be able to participate in the premier location for Team Fortress 2 communication, at least on a community level, I recommend checking out this website. Rest in peace, Facepunch. My community celebration series is still being worked on, and I'm still taking emails for it. The address down below to submit your own community-created content to appear in the series. However, the turnout was shockingly positive, and I'm still going through the thousands of emails and organizing all of them. You're not going to be getting a response from me for some time, if at all, but rest assured, I'm reading everything. If you want to be able to follow in real time all of the content and topics that I cover on this channel, I recommend checking out my Twitter, link down below. If you want to be able to support this channel and everything that I create, I recommend checking out my Patreon, link to that down below, and if you support it, you get to watch my videos early and get your name in the credits. And thank you very much for watching. I'm Tyler McVicker, this is Valve News Network. Have a good day,